everybody, my name is Sebastian Mnich, I'm lead editor of Destination Eurovision, also a juror of AfriMusic Song Contest. It's time for the final interview of our short series. Today you will see my chat with the three winners of this amazing contest. So Symphony 2018, Nonzwakazi 2019, and of course current reigning champion Dhortune That Ondo Boy. Hope you're gonna enjoy it, and of course you're gonna subscribe our channel to figure it out more news, more videos, and more materials connected with AfriMusic Song Contest. You can believe me, they're gonna appear much more often. Wish you a great view. Thank you so much for joining us right here, right now, and bye-bye. Hello everybody, Sebastian from Destination Eurovision. I have huge privilege to talk and chat with the most talented artists in whole Africa, the winners of AfriMusic Song Contest, Symphony, winner of year 2018, Nonzwakazi, winner of the year 2019, and of course current reigning champion, Dhortune That Ondo Boy, winner of AfriMusic Song Contest 2020.
Yeah.
Hi, Sebastian. It's nice to be here. It's Dhortune That Ondo Boy. I'm right here with Symphony, with Nonzwakazi.
The best trio which Africa gives you. So if you want to listen to them, to what their experiences, about something about their music and what they are trying to do in the near future, check this material, check this interview done with them here on Destination Eurovision YouTube channel. Please tell me, if somebody would give you the very hard task, or maybe easy, you will tell me, describe your music with only 3 words. Which 3 words you will choose? Nonzwakazi, maybe we'll start with you.
So, hey, describe my music with 3 words. Motivational, African, soulful.
Perfect choice. Perfect choice. How about you, Dhortune?
I'm going to say inspirational, African, and knowledgeable.
Okay. It's also very good choices. Ladies and gentlemen from the Europe, please see how you can describe music. Learn from these amazing people. Really, I'm really glad that you choose these words and find this as a description for your music. Okay, let's move back a little bit. I would love to ask you about the reasons why you ever entered to AfriMusic Song Contest, because you have great success, people love your music, and you go very, very top. But please tell me, it happens spontaneously, or maybe you will checking up AfriMusic Song Contest and after weeks and months you decided, yes, I have a good song, so I will enter. How it works with you?
Okay, so I was on my social media. Like, I'm a person who is all the time, always on their phone. So I was on my phone doing some boring stuff. And then I came, this thing just popped up, you know, as an ad about AfriMusic, blah, 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 blah. And after reading that short intro that they had posted, I just immediately uttered the words, "This is mine. This year it's coming to South Africa," because it was even in the paragraph that the 2018 winner was from Kingdom of Eswatini. And I said, this year it's coming to South Africa. And then I went onto their website, I read on how to enter, and I said, I have all of these things. So I entered the competition, and each and every single day I was going to the website to check, is there anything new? Is there anything that I should, that maybe I missed? And then I emailed everything, and I was always checking my emails every day and asking questions if maybe they received my stuff or not. And then, to be honest with you, when the first round, the people who qualified were announced, and when I saw my beautiful picture right there, I was happy because I knew that I'm gonna be there. So for me, it was a matter of seeing something and going for that opportunity. And I think it's something that I've always had in me. Once I see something, I develop this urge of wanting it. Ooh, baby. Ooh. So that's how it happened.
All right, phenomenal. Thank you so much. Dhortune, your story was quite similar to what Nonzwakazi said, or maybe it's more planned thing because you are the newest winner, so you also see that 2 editions before, so maybe it will help you some way somehow.
The new baby.
Very similar though. When I saw the advert on online using my phone, I thought about it that okay, this has never been won by a West African, and it has never been won by a Nigerian. So I just took it upon myself like, no, I've got to win this. I've got to be the first male to win it, and also the first West African and the first Nigerian, so that at least my name will be in this book, you know, apart from other benefits attached to it. So I saw my song and I was following up. So when my list was released, I was so happy, and I said it's an opportunity for me to, you know, go for the gold. And I kept on, but it was so competitive because the guys from Ghana, from Cote d'Ivoire, those guys are very, very strong, you know, strong contestants with me. And it was so competitive at the semi-final, you know, coming overall second, coming to the final, and to the end of the competition, I was the third. You know, it was so competitive. But I had it in me that, yo, this is coming to West Africa, this is coming to Nigeria. And to God be the glory, I won. It was tough, you know, but it was fun. I really enjoyed every bit of it.
Okay, Symphony. So you were part of historical AfriMusic Song Contest, the first edition. So please tell me how it happens that you come to this contest, send your song entry and put it in the competition. Because I believe that instead of, you're not only won the AfriMusic Song Contest, after that you get a lot of different awards and you've done a lot of amazing achievements because of also taking part on it. But still tell me how it was that you enter it.
Okay, first of all, I had been working at a corporate company, and I just had resigned, and I was trying to find out what next step to take and stuff like that. But I had just finished recorded my first album, and I'd released a single, which was the winning song. It happened to be the winning song later. And so there's so someone told us about it because it was on Facebook and said, oh, here's a competition. I was like, oh, okay. I obviously had no idea I was going to win, but I was hoping to win. I prayed hard. Trust me, I've never prayed this much in my life. But yeah, and I believe in calling things into existence. So I was calling myself a winner, even when I didn't know that I would win. So yes, I asked people to vote, and yeah, the rest is history. But that's how I got to see it on Facebook and yeah, social media.
Do you remember this moment when you are entering your song? Do you feel that moment that you have a chance to win? What's your mindset in 2018 when you are entering AfriMusic Song Contest?
My mindset was anything is possible. That was my mindset. But obviously, I wasn't 100% sure. You never know you're going to win. You just hope you're going to win. But I told myself anything is possible. And I was like, okay, I stand a chance to go to a place that I've never been to before. And why not? Let me try. You know, you don't want to be in a position where you're like, I wish I did, or I could have, you know, maybe something would have happened or whatever the case. So why not just do it and find out? So I joined, and the journey continued. I was seeing myself, you know, making the cut each stage, and getting closer to the prize. And people were voting. I was asking people to vote like all the time, and eventually I won. Was the most beautiful thing I think that has ever happened to me. But obviously I do hope for more in the future.
I really believe you in this world, because it's really, really huge, especially that you create a history. You are the first one, so it also means a lot. And tell me, Portugal, amazing experience for sure, amazing opportunity to be the first ambassador AfriMusic Song Contest, first winner who be there, perform in Eurovision Village, perform in Euroclub also. How cool was that? What do you remember the most about your Eurovision experience there in Europe?
It was super cool. I even got the opportunity to go to the Eurovision semi-finals and watch live,
Wow.
which was probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. It was really, really amazing. And the experience overall was just out of this world, beyond my wildest dreams. It was so nice to see so many people just happy. It's good to see that spirit of, joy. And I was like the only African to stand on that stage and perform. And I think for me, that will forever be a highlight, more than just a highlight. And the way that I was celebrated by people that don't even know me, and they enjoyed my music, and just, um, the just putting my country on the map like that, I think that was just amazing. For me, it was such an experience and a half, honestly. And I really enjoyed myself. I enjoyed my stay. I enjoyed seeing the place and the food, like everything, watching the performances as well, and just walking on the streets, like a simple thing as that, something that we're not able to do right now because of what is going on. Just having lunch, on a lazy afternoon, and just taking random pictures, just everything literally from that to the performance. I really enjoyed myself thoroughly, I must say. And had I known that, things would be like this, I think I was going to enjoy even like harder and just say, okay, you know what, I'm going to overdo this. But I had an opportunity to perform in some clubs there and stuff like that before my main performance at the Eurovision Village, which was absolutely amazing. So yeah, I had the most beautiful experience.
Okay. Dear Nonzwakazi, we'll start with you. You are a lady, so we need to start with you. Your success continued the era of amazing women winning the AfriMusic Song Contest. That's for sure. Symphony was phenomenal ambassador and still is. And you came as a second winner ever. And your song, which you entered to the Afri contest, it was a debut single, isn't it?
It is so. It is so. My first ever song. So special.
Exactly. This is really amazing. And in translation to English, the title means rice woman, right?
Yes, it is so.
So it's very strong message, really strong message, especially for the women who are living all around the world and also in Africa. So can you tell me what inspired you to write this song?
I got inspiration from women around me, to be honest with you, because I have women around me who are achieving so many things that they put their energy and their minds into. So for me, motivation for writing this song was something that I didn't get from afar, women that are close to me, my friends, my mother, other women in my family, people that I work with, and whatever. We get an opportunity to sit with women in business, and you can just tell the energy that they have. They are working much more harder to prove to the world that we can do it. I can become the CEO of this. I can lead this organization. I need to make sure, I need to work as hard as I can to make sure that my family is fed. I need to make sure that my children look at me and see an example of how a woman should present themselves. So getting all that motivation from people around me, because I like highlighting that I didn't have to go far to get that motivation, because it's things that are happening around me. So why not then write a song that is going to be both a motivational song, a song that is going to push you as a woman to to keep prospering, keep putting in that energy, and at the same time celebrating the beautiful thing that you were doing as a woman, the beautiful thing of being able to be a mother, you know, being a giver of life. So for me, it was all about that. And I decided to write a song because you can tell even when you're listening to my song towards the end, there's a chant there. It's very exciting there. It gets people dancing, it gets people emotional because we are still fighting for women's rights even all over the world. But there is something to celebrate. We have come afar as women, you know, so that was the inspiration behind my song.
Wow. And I really, from the moment when I hear your song for the first time, and to this day, to this moment today, when you told me more about this, I feel it. I really feel it. So it's huge success of you, and congratulations for amazing song.
Thank you.
All right. So next thing, Israel, Tel Aviv. You as a winner of AfriMusic Song Contest, come there. It was your first overseas trip, or maybe you visited more countries in Europe or around the world? Please tell me.
It wasn't my first overseas trip. It was my first overseas trip as a solo artist because I've been singing for a very long time while I was still young, singing in choirs and everything. So I had traveled before as a member of a choir, you know. Yeah. And it was great. It was amazing. We went to Paris at that time. But this experience for me was different because I worked for this, you know, and I'm going as a solo artist. You understand? So it wasn't my first international trip, but it was my first international trip as a solo artist.
Perfect. So please tell me, you are performing in front of Eurovision fans. Eurovision Song Contest, of course, it's huge event with millions of people watching it every year. How do you remember this time? What was something highlight of this whole trip to the Israel for you?
My highlight is that, you know what, I actually got to see that music is truly a universal language. Pagamambogodo is a song, there's a little bit of English, but the song is mostly in isiZulu. isiZulu is one of the prominent languages in South Africa. The only thing I had to do in front of the Eurovision fans was to explain what the song was about, and that was it. Immediately when I was performing it, the women, they were so into the song. They were just looking at me and trying to see, maybe they were picturing themselves in situations where they come from and everything, but I had this connection with women because when I said all the women, let me see you raising your hands up if you're feeling this thing. They did just that. And there were people that were so drawn to the performance in such a way that you look at them and they'll be blank, you know? And for me as a musician, that touches me because it means that this song is taking you somewhere rather than having you just screaming and screaming and screaming. But you are listening to this message and you are translating it in a way that you will understand the song. So I got to prove that music is truly a universal language. I tell you.
Absolutely, I can fully agree with you, and I'm so happy that you have these experiences in Israel and you see how this world works of Eurovision, and you was part of it. I believe not for the last time. I really believe it's more things to you come in the very near future. I really hope.
Oh yes.
And Dhortune, current reigning champion on AfriMusic Song Contest. We will come to you right now. First man who ever win the contest. That's for sure. We know about it all. So well done. Your song Jemi was dedicated to all mothers from all around the world. Can you give us a bit more insight into your song? What it's all about and from where you get this inspiration?
Okay. You know, the inspiration came from African mothers. You know, the effort they put into raising we African kids. You know, in Africa here, mothers play a major role in the family. So I thought about their efforts, you know, the push they give to be their children, also, you know, strive to be at the top. So, and I looked at that and I thought about it. Okay, how do we appreciate them? What are the things that have been done, for African mothers, to celebrate them? So that was how I came about the song, and I had to write a song to appreciate mothers for all their efforts and building the home, raising good and successful kids. That's what the song is all about.
So great to hear that both of you see the huge role of mother of women in your continent, in all around the world. It's great that your song is connected by this theme and by this idea.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad about it. Really, really glad about it.
Yeah.
Dhortune, unfortunately, we know how situation works right now. Eurovision Rotterdam haven't take place, so you don't have a chance like girls to come to the Eurovision village, Eurovision club and perform in front of the people. But still, you managed to do cool stuff like Eurostream, which was one of the biggest internet online fans competitions done instead of Eurovision. And you performed there with 2 songs. Please tell me, how do you remember this moment of recording it? What was your feeling when people watching it all around the world on Eurostream?
It was very, very huge for me. Even though it was online, but I love the way the whole world celebrated. I love I got from the song, and the response was so huge. So it was huge for me because I was able to connect to the whole world through my song, even when I'm not right in the front. But yet the connection was so obvious from their comments, their responses, even after the performance. It was huge. So I feel great about that.
Perfect. And please tell me, because you recorded before it was shown on the live stream, on the Eurostream. So please tell me, what went into preparing your performance for the digital stream? How long takes you to take the team which played with you, recording it? Please tell us more about this kind of details.
Oh, okay. Of the COVID-19, we have restrictions when it comes to movement in Nigeria, and we were also notified that everybody must adhere strictly to the social distancing. So that made it a little bit difficult for me to have all my crew on ground. So I was just able to gather a few of my band guys to come around to the studio with the help of my record label ACI and AfriMusic. So we're able to just make sure that we observe the social distancing so that we won't go against the rule of the World Health Organization. And we also, at the back of our mind, that we need to also, give something solid out there to people. So it was a little bit more difficult than it should have been, but we were able to achieve something nice. So it was fun.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. So congratulations. It was really cool and fresh to look at this performance, especially from our European standoff point of view. So it's really, really great, both of your songs and this whole presentation. And Dhortune, what was your overall experience connected with this year's contest? Are you support anybody from other contestants? Are you surprised about how much fans support you? What's your general feelings about this? How it all goes?
Generally, I feel it's huge for me, and I was able to connect to other contestants from other part of Africa. I was able to also get connected to other musicians. Get noticed from people who have not really probably noticed my song before, and I was able to. It's more or less like a networking thing for me. Apart from the fact that I got this big exposure from the platform. It was network me to different bands here in Nigeria, in West Africa, even all over the world. All my fans feel they feel happy to see their artists going global. It was a huge one for them, and they were so happy. You need to see the celebration here in Nigeria after I won. It was so huge. That's why the COVID-19 people were really, really celebrating everywhere. A lot of online parties just to celebrate that. And even right now, I can tell you that people here are waiting for the COVID-19 to be over for them to really, really celebrate.
Okay, guys. So With the whole pandemic hitting the world and affecting so many industries, so many lives all around the world, we all know that music continues to live on. If something is bigger, stronger, and connect people all around the world, it's music. So please tell me, what have you been doing during the lockdown? Have you used this as an opportunity to create new music? How it works with you?
At first, it came as a shock. We were all not ready for this, so you didn't have like a plan of surviving under such conditions and whatever. We all thought like stuff was going to continue the way that it's always been, so there had to be like change of plans and adapting and learning how to continue with life under these conditions. So yes, writing is always there. I'm also in the middle of writing for my second album, so it really gave me that time as well to just add some color here and there and stuff like that. But mostly, yes, it's been writing and just staying positive and just hoping that tomorrow will be brighter day.
Of course, of course. Thank you so much for this very great news, especially about the second album. You are waiting for sure.
Yes.
And from one wonderful lady to the second wonderful lady, Nonzwakazi, how about you in this lockdown time? How are you using this time? How do you feel about it?
When the lockdown was announced, actually even before the lockdown, because here in South Africa, the president announced lots of limitations when it came to public events and everything. So for me, that's when things started to really get stressful. Lots of gigs were canceled. Lots of other engagements were canceled. So it was a very stressful time. But then after coming to terms with the situation, I came up with a brilliant idea of a music video for Phakama Mbokodo, the lockdown version. So I've had women from South Africa and of course women from outside of South Africa to actually participate in this music video. You're going to see it, you're going to love it. So my team and I decided that, you know what, yes, we are on lockdown, but you will never ever lock down the power of music and the power of people being able to communicate even when we are all under arrest. So we are putting final touches to the music video. You're going to see it. I think it's the most beautiful work I've ever produced. This music video is very special because we did not, there are no new shots that were taken. I didn't shoot anything new because I had to respect the lockdown regulations. So we decided that I do have content that is just not doing anything. So we used some of the content, but most of the content is women from different parts of the world saying Phakama Mbokodo.
So perfect. And this is how you used well the time, even these tough times, to make something beautiful.
Yes.
Dhortune, how about you? As a fresh winner, what's in your mind right now? Do you produce some new music in this time? How it works with you?
Well, I've been working on some few songs. I'm working on my EP, which is to be released very soon, and making plans for some collaborations and writing songs. So, and having series of rehearsals with my band, getting ready for post-COVID. So I've been doing.
Okay, so my last question for this whole interview with you, amazingly talented ambassadors of African music all around the world. I believe that girls, surely, Dhortune also, but from the other side, you met the Eurovision Song Contest community. You meet all the fans, you see how it works, how big machine it is, watched by 170 people, million people every year. Of course, with this set exception this year. Do you watch Eurovision Song Contest in the past? How do you see right now Eurovision as an event, as something which connecting people? Maybe we'll start with you, Symphony.
And it's, first of all, it was like a dream that I didn't even dream would happen, beyond my wildest dreams. Being part of the world's third largest music contest, it was really, really amazing. I think that it's so cool because I think in a way birthed other contests like ours. And were really, really inspired by that, and it was really, really true, truly, truly amazing. So the way that I see it, I think it's really cool. I think it brings people together, the world together, not just Europe alone, just the world together. Um, I think it's such a great thing, and it's a nice thing that it's still, going on digitally. The experience is different. It's not the same because it's just not the same as being there and watching it, I still have my videos, and it always feels like I'm reliving the moments every time I watch. So I think it's really cool, and it helps keep the spirit alive, the Eurovision spirit alive, um having it online and stuff like that. I really think it's cool, for better of for lack of a better word. So I think it's really, really amazing. It really brings people together.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. And this is what the most important about the music, isn't it? Bringing people together in one place from different parts, from different emotions. Nonzwakazi, when you are looking back at this journey, everything what you achieved about Eurovision itself, what do you feel, what you experience, what you want to take it right now in this question?
Okay, for me, it was connecting all these experiences, connecting all of them, and then having this dream Eurovision is. At the moment, AfriMusic runs digitally, and I know for a fact that one way or the other, AfriMusic will grow and reach, even if it's just half, a fraction actually of a fraction of a level, if there's such a thing, where Eurovision is. Before I won, I had to do my research and watch Symphony's performance. I didn't even know about Eurovision. I had to go and look for Symphony, watch her performance in Portugal. Then I learned, oh, okay, so the winner goes and performs at the Eurovision Village. I had to do my research, and looking at the information that I acquired from there, people like Celine Dion have won Eurovision before and everything. So for me, that was a wake-up call to say, hey, this thing is big. So this Eurovision is such a huge inspiration to AfriMusic. So the big goal is for AfriMusic to grow in such a way that we reach that level. We have all of the African countries battling for this big prize. And believe you me, I don't want to seem like I'm boasting, but AfriMusic can be very big because there is so much talent in Africa. There is this culture. Each and every representative of a country comes with something culturally different about them. Music is very authentic. If you can listen to Dhortune's music, even if you don't know which country is Dhortune coming from, but you can just tell by listening that this is just African, So I strongly believe that Eurovision continues to be a huge motivational factor, even to us, people that have won AfriMusic. And I believe the organizers of the AfriMusic Song Contest look at Eurovision and say, we want to get to that level and we want to go bigger than them.
Yeah. And just to add a little, I think the most amazing thing about Eurovision that I feel like AfriMusic has adopted is the spirit of celebrating the first people that won it. Like when I was in Portugal, there were shows. These people are still celebrated. They have like a connection and a relationship with the fans. Like even when it's Eurovision season, even on TV, they have like the very first winner from the 19, I don't know when, being celebrated there at the Eurovision, and people come and watch and they relive that moment when that person won. And it's such a beautiful thing to watch. As you're there, you're like thinking, oh my gosh, so this is the first person that won this thing. Oh, this is the second, the third, and all those things. And I think it's such a beautiful thing in most contests and I think I stand in a better position to even say this because I'm the first winner. It's not my season now. So it's I think it's the only competition that I know of that celebrates previous winners, even, when it's not their turn. I think because most of them it's like, oh, it's over. It's not your time. Yes, you won, but we've forgotten whatever. We move on to whoever is, who's relevant at that time, whatever the case. And I think that is such a beautiful thing, and it makes the whole competition very, very different from any other. And I think it's a beautiful thing that AfriMusic adopted that and they're moving with it, which is probably why I'm even part of this.
Girls, I fully agree with you. That's how your AfriMusic Song Contest work. I'm really proud of it as a juror also. And I believe that this is beautiful that also participants from the last years and also the winners are still loved by fans. And I believe that you will get the same response every time when somebody says Symphony and Nonzwakazi. I believe it's gonna work the same way. And speaking of it, Dhortune, crazy year, really crazy year for you, but you gained huge success, record a phenomenal song. So please tell me how you gonna remember this whole season. And do you watch Eurovision in the past like the girls, or it's something completely new for you when you are entering AfriMusic?
Well, I've been following Eurovision for a while, and I watched Nonzwakazi's performance and Symphony's performance too. So, even though I was unable to go to Rotterdam because of the COVID-19, but it was for me being on the Euro stream. I have this strong will with them that what, yeah, COVID-19 stopped me from going to Rotterdam, but they see a lot more to do. So I'm not locked down. So I'm gonna be all over the shows and festivals and shows that will be available after the COVID-19. So I am preparing for that. I'm fully ready for that. So it's gonna be huge for me too. And I'm gonna remember this season like, yeah, there was lockdown, but I wasn't locked down.
Nice.
And this is perfect mindset. This is perfect setup. How to think about this whole situation.
Yeah.
I was so happy and honored because I believe I never ever be on the same time, on the same room, even if it's on the internet, with the talented people. Symphony, the winner of Eurovision Song Contest. I'm true. Symphony, winner of AfriMusic Song Contest 2018. Nonzwakazi, winner of Africa Music Song Contest 2019. And Dhortune That Ondo Boy, actual reigning champion of AfriMusic Song Contest 2020.
Yes. And you know what? I have a special message for Dhortune. I think winning at this time is actually
It's a record-breaking thing.
It's sad, but you know what? It means then you need to think out of the box. For us, it was just a pattern. You get people to vote, you win, get ready for the trip, go to the trip, get excited, come back, work. But for you, I think people will always remember you because you'll always be that one winner who did things differently, So for you, I'd like to wish you good luck, and don't let this whole thing become such a demotivating factor in the music career. Just take your team and think outside all the time. I'm sure you'll nail it. I watched your performance. It was really good. It was really good.
Thanks so much. I think aside going to Rotterdam, I think there's more to this than just going to Rotterdam to perform. So exactly. I believe this is an opportunity, to spread the gospel to the whole wide world. African sound is just meant for everybody. So we are here to give it to them. So
that's a powerful
go anywhere,
thing.
Go to any of the continents. Yeah, Yeah. So, and right now I'm already, looking forward to, next year when I'll be handing over and people will have to go back to things I've been able to achieve with this one year. So I have a lot of plans going on right here with or without the COVID-19. Yeah, a lot is going to go on, and people will remember that the first Nigerian, the first West African, and the first man to win AfriMusic.
Yes.
Oh, the father.
Yeah.
It was something phenomenal how these people respect each other, support each other. This is the true Eurovision spirit, and I love this moment. So I will take it with me for many, many times. And I hope that you, people watching it here right now on Destination Eurovision YouTube, also love this interview, and you will check what Symphony, Nonzwakazi, Dhortune doing. Please check their social medias, Facebook, Twitters, Instagrams, websites, emails, and be with them, support them because they really need it, and for sure they are the top world talents. Thank you so much, guys, that you spend this time with us. I really, really appreciate that.
Thank
Dhortune,
you.
I believe, I
Thanks so
hope,
much.
I really hope that you will have a chance to perform at Eurovision, maybe next year, hopefully, on the Eurovision
Never
village.
know. Never know.
You never say
Yeah.
never.
Never say never.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Yeah,
We
they're hearing us.
might
They're hearing us
come
right now.
along though.
Yeah.
Oh my, you need
Yeah.
backup singers. I'm definitely sure.
Eurovision.
Yeah, they're hearing us right now. So they are hearing us. Eurovision team, they're hearing us right now. So definitely, they've got to make it available.
Yeah, we'll be there.
This
I wanna be
video
the dancer. I
will
wanna
be
be the
forward.
dancer this time.
Emotional support.
This video will be moved on to the Netherlands, to the people who are organizing Eurovision. Bring them all. Bring them all.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the next
Bring
winner.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And have a party. In Netherlands. This is the
Mhm.
the best
Please.
plan
Yeah.
possible. That's
Yes.
gonna be awesome. So
Yeah.
please do
Awesome,
it.
yeah.
Thank you so much once again. You will see more content from AfriMusic Song Contest very, very soon on Destination Eurovision. So subscribe our channel, check our social medias. This is not the end. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 ACI activated.
Yeah. Easy.